Welcome back to my channel Grammar Tales. Learn English Grammar with Krish. So today we are continuing with our verb series, and the topic that we will be taking up today is voice. Fine. So as usual, I'll be starting with an example. But before that, I would like to request you all to please like and share my videos so that everyone can get a chance to see them. And those who are new in my channel, please do not forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so that every time I upload a new video you get the message. Alright, so let's begin. We will start with an example. Fine. Alright, I'll write down two sentences and then we will proceed. Now the first sentence that I'm writing is this: Rama helps Hari. Right? This is the first sentence. Rama helps Hari. Now I'll be writing another sentence and we will be comparing them. Right? Hari is helped. Hari is helped by Rama. Fine. Now see, we have written two sentences. Alright. Rama helps Hari. Fine. This is the verb. Helps Hari. In the second sentence we have written Hari is helped by Rama. Alright. We have used what? We have used use. To be verb. This is a helping verb. Alright. So, if you compare these two sentences, then you will see the meaning of both the sentences. It is the same, isn't it? We are saying that in the first sentence we are saying Rama helps Hari. In the second sentence we are saying Hari is helped by Rama. So the meaning of both the sentences is the same. What we are doing is, in the first sentence, see, here we are saying that the subject is doing something, isn't it? We are saying that the subject helps Hari. Rama is the subject. Rama helps Hari. So here in the first sentence, subject is doing the action, isn't it? He is doing the action, or subject, or the verb, that the verb in the first sentence, that is helps, it is in the active form, isn't it? So when a subject is doing something in a sentence, then such verb is called what? It is called in the active voice. Alright, so in the first sentence when we say Rama helps Hari, this verb helps, it is active. Why? Because here the subject is doing it. Fine. Now see, in the second subject, the meaning is the same. But what we are saying is, we are saying that Hari is helped by Rama, isn't it? So thus this subject, the action is being done on him, isn't it? So in the second sentence, the action, or rather we'll say the action is being done on the subject. The meaning remains the same. So when action is done on the subject, then such verb is in the passive voice. There are two voices, active voice and passive voice. Alright, now we will see the definition. It will become clearer. Fine. So we had written two sentences. What? Rama helps Hari, isn't it? So when we say Rama helps Hari, Rama, that is the person, is denoted by the subject, isn't it? Rama is the person and he is denoting the subject. Rama is whom? He is the person who is denoting the subject of the person as well as the subject of the sentence. Now he is active. He is helping someone, isn't it? Rama helps Hari. So when we say that he is doing something, when the subject does something, then the verb is when the subject is the doer, then in such a sentence, what happens? The verb is in the active voice. The verb is in the active voice. Fine. Now remember the second sentence, what we had said? We had said that Hari is helped by Rama, isn't it? So when we say Hari is helped by Rama, the moment we use the verb helped, alright, this goes to the passive voice. The verb becomes passive. Because why? Because the action is not being done. In the second sentence, the action is not being done by the subject, rather the action is being done on the subject. When is a verb passive? A verb is passive when action is done on the doer or the subject. Action is done on the doer or the subject. So I hope you understood the difference between active voice and passive voice. So just let's go through once again. When we say Rama helps Hari, it means what? The form of the verb that shows that the person denoted by the subject does something. Fine. In sentence, we had written two sentences, isn't it? In the first sentence, what we had said? We had said that Rama helps Hari. So in that sentence, the form of the verb shows that the person denoted by the subject does something. That means Rama does something. Rama is the subject or the person, isn't it? So he does something. So that verb helps. In the first sentence, the verb helps is in the active voice. Fine. Now when we say that something in sentence 2, what is happening? The sentence 2, the form of the verb shows that something is being done or something is done to the person. That is denoted by the subject. So when something is done to Hari, the person denoted by the subject, in such a case that verb becomes passive. So it is a very, very simple difference. It is just that when the subject does something, then that verb which is denoting that action, then that verb is in the active voice. And when the verb shows that the action is being done on the subject, then such a verb is in the passive voice. Now we will do some sentences in the active and passive voice, then it will become very, very clear to you. Alright, first I will, with the blue marker, I'll write the active sentences with the active verb or the active voice. Fine. Now let's see. Sita loves Savitri. Fine. So Sita loves Savitri. The subject or the doer is doing the action loves. Fine. So this verb is in the active voice. Now suppose we want to change this sentence into the passive voice. How will we write? Let's see. The same sentence we will write what? Savitri is loved by Sita. Now see, when we have changed it into the passive voice, what is happening? We have added a helping verb, to be verb, isn't it? Is a to be verb. It is a helping verb. Then we have this is the verb, the action. But here you see the difference is what? In the first sentence, the subject is active, loves. The subject is doing the action. But in the second sentence, you see, Savitri is loved by Sita. That means what? The action is changing, isn't it? It is loved, but the object is becoming subject, subject is becoming object, isn't it? So the action is being done. Savitri is loved by Sita, isn't it? One is active, this is in the passive voice. Now we will see some more examples. All right, let's see number 2. The peon opened the gate. Alright, the peon opened the gate. So the peon is doing some action, he opened the gate. Here it is in the past tense. Alright, open the gate. This is active voice. Why? Because the doer of the sentence or the subject of the sentence is doing the action on the object, on the gate. Fine. Now if we want to change it into the passive voice, how will we write it? Let's see. The gate was opened by the peon. Fine. Now don't make the mistake of writing the gate is open, because here in the sentence the gate it will be was. Why? Because here it is in the past tense, isn't it? The gate, the peon opened the gate, isn't it? So when we change it into the passive voice, this is the passive voice. When we change it into the passive voice, it will be the gate was opened by the peon. Why? Because it is in the past tense. So see, it is very easy, simple also. The peon opened the gate, the action is being performed by the peon. Now in the second sentence, the meaning of the sentence remains the same, but how we write it in the passive voice, the gate was opened by the peon. Fine. The action was, in the first sentence, the action is being done on the object. In the second sentence, the object is receiving the action. It is just like, it is in the passive voice. Why? Because here the action is being done by the subject, and here the object, the gate object is becoming, the gate is the subject, it is object, it is becoming the subject when the voice is changed, isn't it? The peon opened the gate was opened by the peon. Just see, the subject becomes, in the second sentence, the subject becomes the object. The gate was opened by the peon. Alright. So when we try to determine the voice, we have to see who is the doer of the action. The moment we understand who is the doer of the action, we can determine the voice very easily. Now let's see some, say one or two more example, and then we will be done for today. Alright, let's see. Number 3. The mason is building the wall. Fine. Here, which is the subject? This is the subject. The mason is building the wall. This is the action, or this verb. This is the action, isn't it? Building. This is in the active voice. The subject is performing the action. Now we want to, this is the object, the wall is the object. Alright. Now we want to change it in the passive voice. So how will we write? We will write, the wall is being built by the mason. The wall is being built by the mason. See, why we wrote is being? Because it's still he's building, isn't it? It is ing in the continuous form. So we have to write, the wall is being built. Is being. Fine. So is being built, it becomes what? It goes to the passive voice. Fine. So this is how you change sentences from the active voice to the passive voice. So I hope you have understood active and passive voice. In the next class, we will be doing more of active and passive voice. Fine. So that will be all for today. Thank you.